That means that nearly 7 out of every 10 buyers that came to buy a home walked away. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about phase 2 of a market crash or correction, however you want to look at it. Recently, some of the big home builders released their earnings and the news was not good. I did another video in the past and it was about phase 1 of a market correction. You know, the phase 1 is where you don't see the prices drop, but they offer incentives or rebates in a home inspection, or maybe they buy down the mortgage rate. Well, the builders have finally started doing some price corrections. They started dropping their prices. So not only are they going to be giving you incentives right now, maybe a free upgrade for a landscape package, nicer appliances, maybe an upgraded kitchen, but they're also starting to drop the price. And when the builders start dropping their prices, it hurts all the people that have bought in the last couple years in that neighborhood. And just think, if you're a homeowner who's owned in the neighborhood for 3 to 5 years, you could be hurt by that. So let's start with some stats here. Lennar Homes just put out their earnings. I'm going to show you their stock chart right here. And you can see the differences in the stock prices. But let's summarize some of the key points of their earnings. Earnings per share came in at $1.81, missing expectations. Revenue slightly beat though, but the quality of the revenue has dropped. The average home price down 8.7% year over year to $389,000, the lowest price Lennar has had for a home in 5 years. Now let's talk about incentives. Right now, Lennar is offering over 13%. That's more than anything they've done since 2009. These have dropped their gross margins from 22% down to 17%. Another thing they're looking at, they're trying to do more volume versus keeping the prices up. They're trying to sell more homes. So right now, Lennar is looking for volume over profit and they want to move their homes. But at the same time, they're probably going to be reducing their builder permits on some new plots of land that they already have. Now let's take a look at KB Homes. Their net orders dropped 13%. Their deliveries dropped 11%, and their backlog is shrinking fast. They're also experiencing a cancellation rate right now of about 16%, and that's down from a high of 68% at one point. That means that nearly 7 out of every 10 buyers that came to buy a home walked away. Right now for KB Homes, nearly 50% of its communities had to have price reductions. And that's on top of all the incentives they were already offering. In general, in the industry, 34% are dropping prices. 60% are offering price incentives. Their mortgage applications are the lowest since 2015. Some other stats that are interesting for the industry. New home inventory, highest since 2009. Builder sentiment, near 2012 lows. So stage 1 was just hidden discounts, rate buydowns, cosmetic upgrades. Stage 2 is blunt force. Stage 2 is serious. Stage 2 is going to set the limits for the entire market. Is that going to go into the retail market? Well, nobody knows. But the one thing we do know is anyone that owns a home in these areas where they've been building a lot of homes and they're going to build more over the last 5 years, many of those homeowners are upside down. And if you need to sell a resale home, a home you've been living in for 4 or 5 years, within a few mile proximity of any of these new home builders, buyers are always going to tend to go to the new home construction sites, and you're going to have a harder time selling your home. And the only way you're going to be able to sell it is if you drop the price. So let us know down in the comments what you think about this. If you're experiencing this in your neighborhood, what do you think about new home construction right now? Where do you think the market is heading? So take a look at some of our other videos on the Phoenix real estate market. Thanks for watching today. Have a great day.